Previously on the Displacement for the Dream Diaries.
I'm frustrated and I'm tired and I'm forlorn. I can't see on the other end of this. In the process now of self-abuse, I want to break the cycle. I can't keep doing this. Things haven't worked out as I thought that they would. And everything feels so out of control right now. I'm tired of being in the middle of this. I want to get out. So much pain right now. I closed my successful business to follow my dream.
TKO Skin will be closing.
It took me around the world, but I landed in a hot seat. New York State levied my bank accounts. I'm living in my car. Thank you for believing in me. Now I'm working to get out of my car to spread love on TV. I love yourself.
I don't know. I have to try.
Nothing will stop me. Displacement for the Dream Diaries. Today's Displacement for the Dream Diaries. Hello, knockouts. Tanya TKO here. You all saved me. I wanted to let you know that you all saved me last night. You saved me. And I'm so happy and so grateful that you all have decided to come along on this journey with me and be a witness to me and my life and this journey and this process. So thank you all. Time is the most precious commodity that we have because we don't know how much of it we have and we don't know when we're going to run out of it. And so when you spend your time with me, you spend your life with me, you spend a portion of your life that you will never get back. So thank you for coming along this journey with me. Thank you for being a witness. And last night, shining a light on that destructive, dysfunctional, debilitating pattern was freeing for me. After I turned off the camera, I did not have any chips. I did not have any chocolate. I didn't have any of the carbs. I drank some apple cider vinegar and water, and I went to sleep. Inside the house, there were a lot of people who were gathered, and we were all working on solving riddles. So I was up really late in the night. Like right now, it is 8 a.m. I'm just getting to the gym. And one of the only reasons that I'm going to the gym is because as I was sitting there, I thought about you guys, and I thought about what it is that I am going for, what it is that I'm after, and how you all are a witness to whether or not I am living the health that I speak about. So thank you all for that. I'm sorry, this is Hollywood, and there are a lot of just different characters. They call it Holly Weird. There's a lot of interesting characters, a lot of interesting energies out here. Sorry, there was a guy dressed in army fatigues with graffiti on his jacket and just he looked like a skateboarder, except really with a lot of soot on him and stuff. It was very interesting, but he just crossed in front of the car, and it's it's a very interesting place, Hollywood. So nonetheless, thank you. You guys saved me. You saved me. You saved me. You are giving me life. Being on camera and having a lot of my own issues and dysfunctions broadcast out publicly, bearing witness to those myself, has helped me because I get to really kind of take a step back and view myself, and that has been very helpful. So it's easy for some people to sit back and criticize. It's like what's done in the dark comes to the light. It's easy to sit back and criticize from the comfort of your home and look at other people's style of dysfunction. But we all have them. We all have our own special brand of dysfunction. And there's some people who enjoy pointing the finger and being like, oh, Tanya, you're so stupid. How could you do things that way? But listen, I know from living, and I know from being alive, and I know from talking with people balance, and my dysfunction is not your dysfunction, and your dysfunction is not mine. Like, abusive men has never been my thing, but I can't look at a person and be like, oh, I would never do that, because there's stuff that I would do that they wouldn't. Thank you to all of the people who are like, yeah, Tanya, go do it, live your dreams, you're inspiring me to live mine. Thank you. Thank you for your messages. Thank you for your posts. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know what? Sending out that positive vibration, that uplifting vibration, it really helps. It really helps. It helps to insulate me and fortify me from a lot of the other things that are going on, a lot of the other energies that are in the mix. So thank you for that. Even with yourself, it's easy to kind of be in denial about the things that you're in denial about, the things that you hide and the things that even you are ashamed of. Like, I was really ashamed of that self-abuse through eating, and it's like it's something that I have not been able to conquer. Like, I'm cognizant of it as I'm doing it. I have not been able to control the impulse of it. Last night I shined a light on what I was doing, and when it brought that to the light, baby, things changed inside of me. If there's something that you're struggling with or battling with in your life, I say bring it to the light. Tell somebody. Because telling you guys and making you guys a witness to it really changed things for me psychologically, mentally, spiritually. It changed things, because it's like there's no hiding. It's like it's easy to do things that when you creep, or you sneak inside your car and you do it in the silence of your own car, and no one's around and no one can see what it is that you're doing. But bringing that to the light really, I don't know, it kind of makes it like, if I wouldn't want to do this publicly, then why am I doing it privately? Why am I sneaking and hiding and doing this in shame and in cloaks and stuff? So if there's something that you're battling with or struggling with, bring it to the light. Tell somebody, let someone be a witness to it. No, but you know what? I guess tell the right person. Tell a person who is not going to judge, will hear what you're saying. Even if you tell them in the beginning, you know, listen, I'm going to share something with you and I don't want you to judge me. I just need someone to be a witness to this. Because you know what? Whatever it is that you're suffering from, there's somebody else out there who's suffering from it too. And I know I'm not the only person who would self-abuse through food, or hide in my car and eat, or eat things privately, or sneak to eat. Even though nobody really cares that much to be like, oh, look at you, you know, but just the mere fact that you are sneaking, whether you're sneaking in a relationship that you know you may not need to be in, or participating in activities that you know you may not need to really be participating in, I implore you to have the courage to tell someone and let them be a witness to it. Tell somebody. It makes such a tremendous difference. And it's like, sometimes it's easy to be in denial, but when you have the peering eye of another, and when you know you have the peering eye of another, and you know that you need to be a witness to your own activity without really, it's easy to be like, hear no evil, see no evil. When it comes to things that you're kind of doing in the dark, you're like, this doesn't really count because there's no witness. You know, maybe that's the reason why it was stated in the Bible that God said, let there be light, and he spoke it aloud, and he spoke things into being. Maybe there's a power in speaking what is happening. And maybe it's not something that you're doing. Maybe it's something that someone is doing to you. There's a power in speaking it out loud. This is what's happening. Or maybe it's something that someone had done to you, whether you were molested as a child or in an abusive relationship right now. I know part of the shame of being in an abusive relationship. 1, people thinking, how could you be so stupid to let something like that happen to you? 2, the person seems so nice, so charismatic, that other people wouldn't believe that this person is doing this to you. This is how someone like Bill Cosby has still polarized people, because people are like, oh, I don't believe that he would do something like that. And so I know that there are a lot of people who are in abusive relationships where their friends and family thought that you picked good. And it's only you who knows what's going on behind closed doors. And maybe you're even in a little bit of denial about it yourself. And 3, even you've been convinced that maybe there's something wrong with you. Maybe this person really is a good person. These things don't exist in a bubble where people are like, really, really just like horrible all of the time. There's a cycle and there's a pattern to it where some of these people have you convinced that either you deserved it, you did something to provoke it, it's not really them doing it, it's you, your imagination, that they're really a good person, and that there's something wrong with your interpretation or what it is that you've done to cause this or whatever. Maybe you need to speak it out loud and just have a witness to it. I know that helped me. Just have a witness to it. Whether you feel like you are faking it on your job and you really don't know what you're doing and a lot of people are depending on you. Whether you feel like you're faking it in your relationship, that you've fallen out of love a long time ago. Whether you're in love with somebody and you haven't been able to really admit that to yourself. Whether you're in love with a type of person that you haven't been able to admit to yourself. There's some people battling with sexuality and they're like, this is not me because I am not gay. But yet, there's still an unnerving, nagging attraction that just won't go away. Maybe we all need to start bringing a witness into it, speaking it out loud, if even only to yourself, if you can be a witness to yourself. Because even me, I had never written about this food thing, even in my journal. Never spoken about it to another human being. I'd never even spoken about it to myself. It's just something that I would do in denial because before I even knew it, 2 bags of those chips were gone. And even I wasn't a witness to it because I turned a blind eye to it. And it wasn't until last night that I had to speak out loud about this problem. You know? And so, listen, I know that there are people who are like, who are you? What type of life coach can you be? How can you help anybody? But I'm telling you from my own experience that speaking it out loud helped me. Having even my own self-witness to it helped me. And so I don't know if that's something which may help you, but try it. I'm not saying you got to let other people into your business, but try it, saying it even to yourself. My husband beats me. I'm dating a married man. I was molested as a child. I need drugs and alcohol. Whatever it is that even, whatever it is that you may be going through or in denial about. I really hate my job. I really wish that I was living my passion. I don't feel that this body represents me. I am really attracted to people of a different race, ethnicity, gender, whatever. Speak it out loud. Give me a hug. I love you guys. Love. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, what? Love yourself. And loving yourself is relaxing into yourself and who it is that you really are. Not turning a blind eye and wanting to pretend as if things are not how they are, or wanting to be somebody else, or pretending as if there are certain things that have happened or you're participating in now which are happening that are not really happening, and pretending. Loving yourself is being honest with yourself first. Being honest with yourself first. I don't know if that may help anyone, but I put it out there to you. I love you guys.
Next time on The Displacement for the Dream Diaries.
So I was in a gym and I saw a producer. He really loved the puppet videos. Used my phone to forward the link to himself. They have this basketball court in the gym, and you know how I like to get my testosterone fix, right? This one particular guy, nice body, was like, "Can I get in on your set?" And he was happy. I was like, "Yes." They see me rolling, they hating.
Suelta, ya tú sabes,